Morning guys, and welcome to Rusty Inventions once again. Lovely morning, a little bit fresh, fresh as in nice, slightly chilly. The weather is picking up nicely, and I'm at least very grateful for that. Summer is on its way. As I said, very welcome guys, the new subscribers, the old ones coming back. Some, I won't say very old, but been known almost since the beginning of the channel, to me anyways. Guys, thank you very much for coming back, for keep watching my channel, keep following my channel. I know I'm not always got the most the best way of doing things, but yeah, I enjoy it, and I'm taking you through what I'm doing. My guests, very welcome guests. Yeah, everything is still covered up. I'll open it up in a minute. As in a previous video, a few guys commented, and they're quite right. I have gone online and printed out a few charts. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got it on there with magnets. Speeds and feeds. So I'm going to try and focus on that as well. A few things, like silly things, like I wasn't really thinking in a moment, but try and keep the head down rather than using the quill as far as possible, especially for milling. But all in all, I'm quite pleased with the project. It's going slow, but it's going. I think that's the focus. It's going. And if I bring you down to the bench, just try and sort some stuff out, because it seems like whoever was in here, and it's whoever was in here last, sort of just left everything all over the place. Not really, it's sort of here. In a sense, I need to get my head around what I was doing. Working all week doing carpentry in the film industry, if you don't know. I'm a senior carpenter. I've got a few trades. I'm not the best at anything, but I've got a few trades, and carpentry is one of them. I'm carpenter, and yeah, so I'm doing carpentry most of the week. And now I get my metal face on. Okay, let's bring you down to the bench and let's see what I'm up to. So I've got the cross slide. I don't know if you, I'm not in focus. I don't know if you can see, that's the cross slide anyway, the end product. Everything might change still with me anyways with this project. And I've molded that face, and that's where the guides for the cross slide needs to run on. So now I need to start thinking on creating that guides. I've got a flat surface, that's good. And although you can see machine marks on there, it is actually pretty smooth, so that's good. So the thing is, now I need to bolt the cylinder in position, and this time around pretty secure. In the last, I don't know how long, I just sort of loosely fitted it. This time around I want it fixed pretty good so that I can get the height of these slides pretty good. That's my term. You guys, you work to the thou and precision and stuff. I try, and sometimes I get there. Anyways, no excuses. I need to create this guide rails so that I can get further on in the project. I'll probably bolt it on to the frame in the end. And it probably only needs to be about that cross slide width. So I don't know if I got a solid piece of steel. Let's see if I get about 25 millimeter or inch wide. It can go under, although I'd rather go over, but you know, to the 25 it can go under to 28.5. Now I could probably check that better with a vernier, but if I can dig out a piece of steel like that, I want it at a height of 70 mil, so 25 by 70 by 110 millimeters. Let's see if I can find a piece of steel like that, bolt this up, and otherwise I need to create it all in pieces. Many options to do the same thing. Let's see what I can find. I'll get you back in. Okay friends, so let me just see where you're watching. Over here. Okay. Anyways, what I've done, I couldn't find nice enough, size enough blocks, so I've got plates out of old angle iron, which you can see a fair amount actually in the things that I've done. I think it was an old boiler bracket in a friend's house. I think that's where I got it from, can't remember. Anyways, of course through the years it ended up being in pieces. I found 3 sort of equal pieces, welded it together, cut it with the chop saw, so that face is not straight. What I've done though is I welded the ends up. Now I want to clear that ends a little bit more. I've got this cutter in on the last episode that worked pretty well. I need to clean that surface up, so what I've done is I've got a little machine square and I just used it on there and got it to very close to that face, this face here. So clean that weld up. I've got it clamped pretty tight. I need to get it locked off there. I have gone around this morning, check all the gips and everything, make sure that that's good. I have also oiled the machine up, so we should be ready. Now for speeds, looking at mild steel, we're looking at about 100 revolutions. So let me see. That's way slower than I had it before. That's 100 there. I'm not too sure, that feels a bit slow to me. Anyways, I might be stupid. Let's try that. And that's probably why I've messed it up in the past, because that was way too fast. Saying that, I watched a few videos on this sort of things, and they say, one of the blokes anyway said, if you go too fast, it's just going to take longer. If you go, if you go too slow, it's just going to take longer. If you go too fast, you're going to burn your cutter up. So that makes sense to me. If you think back on way long ago, I talked about speeds on drilling into metal. Slow is good because you want to cut it. So actually it sort of makes sense to me what the bloke said. So let's try that. Now my speed needs to be fairly slow. I can't really, so I'm just going to do a roughing pass first, see if anything catch at all. I've left the well to cool off by itself, so that, okay, so we're not even touching. I've dropped the head, by the way, all the way to that, so that I use limited quill. And actually, by thinking about it, I think I should shorten that distance there. So I think I'm going to do that first, because this will be a pretty hard job for any cutter, I believe. So I'm going to just reduce the space so I can get limited waggling around, drop the head again and get that ready. Okay, so here we go. Drop the head again, well, reduce that space on top on the cutter shank, and locked everything off, and see what happens on that speed. Let's just wait for it to pick up speed. I've got it just so it touch. Now this is probably going to take a minute. I think I need to go slightly faster than that. That feels a bit better. Yeah, that's better. I think I might be a bit cautious this time around, but I'm going a little bit faster where I know it's slower. So just bring it back. My power feed should be here soon, so I want to drop, and I'm going to drop the quill this time. Let me zero there. Get the fine feed engaged. Let's go 200 thou. See what happens. Locked it off. This might take a minute. Oh, hey-oh. If it saves the machine's life, cutter's life, a couple of pounds, I'm all up for it. It just might be boring for a little. So let's go another 200 thou. There you are. Yeah, hopefully the light's not messing around with your eyes picture. Actually go the other direction and cut towards the back jaw, the solid jaw. All of these things I need to remember. It's a lot, but still exciting. Yeah, let's go the other way. I think that'll be better. Unlock it. Drop another 200 thou, because that seems to be a good. My cranking arm is going to get tired with this. Okay, so quite a while later, we're looking at a lovely, sorry for the shakes, so it would be worse if I hold it in my hand, I promise you. We have quite a nice finish. I know you can see machine marks, but that's alright. So I'm just going to deboil this, flip it end for end, and then do the same on the bottom. That's nice. That is actually quite decent. Oh, actually, brass, copper, steel. Drilling, reaming, end milling. Oh, it's actually saying 304 revolutions per minute. So I'm slightly over, but that finish, the speed and everything, I think I'm doing alright there. It's a lot better anyways, and so I'm pretty pleased with that. Learned something there, I suppose. Now get that off so that I can get a nice and clean surface on the bottom. No metal chips pushing up. Okay, wipe the steel, and there is a bit of burr still on it. Let me take that off quickly. Just on the back end where I couldn't see nicely. That's better. And that's actually a nice block of steel. I don't know how thick it is. It's thicker than I need, really, but that's not going to bother me. I'd say that's actually good. I don't mind a bit thicker. Now this time around I want to make sure that it is down pretty good, because I want to work on the back end and have that parallel to the bottom. Okay, let's try that. Okay guys, I have gone ahead and done 3 sides on this piece of metal. The bottom isn't finished yet because I want to work on the top. I want to skim this off. Let me actually bring it out alone. This is rounded. The end of, oh, and the camera, or the light is shining weirdly. How about that? Luckily I looked at the display screen or whatever. This is rounded off. I want a flat surface on there. Now I will need to open that center up a little, but that's basically the idea. This cross slide will run on that surface, yeah, that word. It just sounds weird to me now. The dimensions doesn't look too bad. I know I'm overall still quite high, but that's fine. I just want to clean this up, make sure it's flat, a nice surface to run the cross slide on, as well as on the inside that's curved as well. I'll probably go in and clean that out with a cutter as well. For now I'm going to keep with this cutter. I might change it over and put another cutter in there, just to do insides and everything, and then get that back in for the overall height and stuff. But for now I just need to square this face up, just need to square the whole thing up, and I'm not attempting to take it down to the inner dimension. I just want to square the outers up, and then probably flip it over, clean all the red, it's probably red oxide, clean all of that up, because I quite like the machined surfaces. So but anyways, for now I need to clean that up. Yeah, let's do that then. Enough talking. Okay, 0 there. 8 cutter in there for flute. Let's try that. So I've got just a old cheapo countersink in there. I think I've got everything locked off. And I'm just going to try and send it through, see what happens. Now I only want to take the edge off, but I want a pretty even, clean surface there. That's nice. Yeah, I can live with that. Swing it around and do the same on the other side. Pretty happy with that. And that runs in there. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So we're on milling the big surfaces. Still, I need to get this square and good looking, machined and all of that. Going to start the machine up, get the speed right. Too fast, that'll do. Okay, so just bring it over a little. Got the um, get pretty close, so just bring the quill down by a little and then lock it off. That's it. Touch off. Let me see. Zero that out. Take it 200 thou. Lock the quill off and slowly feed it in. Okay, so although there's machining marks on it, I know that surface is pretty good. Yeah, a fly cutter would be nice. Not hinting anything, just saying. A good fly cutter. I've got a cheaper one, cheaper one, and thing is though, it was set actually. Thing is, it's somewhere. Where is it? It's gone walkabout, it seems. I've got a set here. But I don't know. I can try it. It's only tiny. Saying that, I need to lift it. It's getting pretty close to the jaws, uncomfortably close to the jaws. I don't want to cut into them jaws. Let me just clean the other side up like this, and then I can probably look at try and fly cutting it. But this one, maybe, hopefully, I can do something with it. Okay. Okay. So I've got this mini fly cutter out with a mini insert tool in it. Let's see what happens. I've got it as far as it's actually already stretching it a little, out as I can, but let's see what happens. Don't know, I've got no idea of feet and speeds on this. Never done fly cutting on this, on a milling machine. Huh. So let's see what happens. I think I want to go down a little. I've got the quill or the head down. Let me get the small or slow feed in, and let's try that. It's probably a bit much, to be honest. Let's see. 100 thou. Let's try that. Speed is probably a bit slow, I don't know. Let's see if I touch it even. No, go down a little bit more. There you are. Okay, zero out on that. I think I want a bit more speed. Let me go down another 100 thou. There you are. Let's see what happens. I so wish I had power feed yet. Okay, so let me take note of the speed. That is a lot more. Looking like something beautiful, man. Look at that. I can live with that. There is a little bit of scratch there in the metal. I think I'm gonna live with it. Let me clean some of that off. That's beautiful. I really need to look into a fly cutter, although just give it a bit of time. Some of the subscribers, one of the subscribers, I'm not sure if they're going to get named, because I know he's a busy man himself, but he said he wants to make me a big old fly cutter, which I would dearly love, and that is nice. Now I'm sure you can get a better finish with a bigger one, a sturdier one that can take bigger bits maybe, but that's better than I can do with most things. Let me just deburr it. Can flip it over and do the other side. Okay guys, I was so impressed with that fly cutter, I couldn't help myself. I went over and did every surface. You can see like scratches and stuff still coming through, you know. It's not polished, but wow, what a transformation. Anyways, so that's it now for now. Of course you might be able to see the height is definitely wrong still. It's even high at this level still, but the bottom I didn't fly cut. That needs coming down still to the right height. And then, as I said, we'll try and tell you, when this cross slide moves backwards and forwards, the crank's got a round rotation, so it's going up and down, backwards and forwards. Up and down will cause the connecting rod to hit into the surface. So I will have to slice this down once I got it to height. Once I determined all of that. But for now, that runs in there beautiful. I'm quite happy with that. It needs running in still. That's not a big deal. The little bit of machining marks, that's good. That can collect oil. So, but that's perfect, and you can even feel a little bit of suction as you pull it out. Not drag, just it sits in there. So beautiful. So that worked out lovely. So I think I need a little break. I'm not too sure if I'll carry on today. So anyway, I'm gonna take a breather now. Said to the wife, she's going to shop. I said to her, it's a lovely day, you might as well get braai vleis, some meat to put on a barbecue for your English fellas, because it seems like a brilliant occasion. By the way, I don't know when this video come out, but as it stands now, it's a week ahead of time, ahead of when the video is coming out. We are standing at 996 subscribers, so it's really close to that 1,000 mark. I don't know what's gonna happen when I hit, sorry my hands are in the way, when I hit the 1,000 mark. Apparently I'm going into the next level of whatever, I don't know, I'm sure I'll still be on the ground, but next level. Of course, then need to think about the giveaway. I said I'm going to give a book away as well. Not too sure if I'll give it to the same person or separate persons. The book, let me dig out the book. I think I've put it safe in a cupboard. I've got two of a kind, which is 17s. I'll give the new one away. Gears and gear cutting. These books are great books. I haven't, to be honest, this one I haven't worked through, but they are really great, easy to read and describes things nicely. I think for any engineer, gear cutting is a good thing to know what you're doing, and tips and advices. Definitely for me, I mean, I've got that change plates, I don't know how that works. I've seen videos on it, I've got it already. Anyway, so coming up very soon now. Very exciting. Channel's birthday is in June, I believe, 20th of June, around there. Then the channel is 2 years old, so very grateful. Things are moving really nicely. Okay, that's it for now. Let me go take a breather and see. I might be finishing the day for now. I don't know. I'll see. Okay, sorry I dropped you on your head. Basically, I carried on. I determined the height that I needed, calculations, measurements, the height gauge I used, I haven't recorded it. Basically, I recorded the height of the plate, the base, then the height on top of the corn rod, then that just pops in nicely. It's not straightened out that way yet. So then I determined thickness of the rod, took half of that, deducted it off added onto the height, deducted off the height of this. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired now. Deducted off the height of this, so I got to a center point. Then I got the thickness of the sliding bit of the cross slide. I double checked again that both is the same thickness that way. Got half of that, deducted that as well, and I worked out the height of my sliding bars. So now that's fine. I can, in theory, bolt that in position. I haven't drilled holes. I haven't done anything else to it. Oh, sorry. And then I mold the bottom of it so it's to size now. So next up, and that'll be in the next episode, so that's safe. Next up, I need to think on, because I mold some of the welding away, do something about it, maybe pin it, and what do you call it, rivet maybe. That might be idea. Maybe making up some rivets, like 4 rivets. I quite like that idea. Could be brass, could be anything really, metal wise. Then I need to bolt it in position where it's supposed to go. Then before I bolt it down, I need to think on cutting. I can work out the length of the stroke, and then half of the length of the stroke would be the crank run, so then I can work out how deep I want this slot. Doesn't need to be all the way, you know, going all the way. It basically, because there will be bolts here to hold the top of the slides, future thing, but for now I can work out from about there, which is more than I need, to wherever, and I'll probably do it again a bit more than I need. I'll slot it out at the angle. It could be a thinner slot than this, but next episode. My brain is half dead at the moment. progress again. This looks a bit shiny for a steam engine. I might do a bit of detail, but I quite like the rivet idea. I might just, you know, hollow that out a little, put some rivets in. I might just cut, like, there's many things I could do, like cut a detent in there to, you know, beautify it a little. Don't know. Quite like the rivets idea. I don't know if I'll remember that rivet idea by the next episode. That's a good question. Anyways, as I said, I'm quite tired, and this I've done a lot of milling today. This machine has performed really well. I'm very grateful for sorting out speeds and feeds. The machine sounds happy now. I'm working at a happier pace because the machine sounds great. All in all, it's been a good day, but a long day. Now I need to fit all of this content in a video that won't be recorded, luckily. That'll be a bit boring, I suppose. Anyways guys, thank you again for visiting the channel. There you are, battery died. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, if you're a regular follower and stuff, and I would really appreciate it. The other thing is I need to say bye, and of course, God bless you all. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.